Commencing search. An orphan. Caution advised. Something is here. Such is our call.
Area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans.
Stay focused. Stay cautious.
Such is our calling.
Good thing I was around. Traveler.
Focus your attention. What do you see?
Giant. Sleeping.
Again.
Animals. Fighting.
My name is Jacek Zięba. I'm co-directing Cronos, the new DAO, with my friend Wojciech.
And yeah, my name is Wojciech, and I have a pleasure to work with Jacek and co-direct Cronos.
And Cronos, it's sci-fi survival horror, and in a way, a dream come true for us to make.
It will be The Thing, Carpenter's movie. Yeah, we are also inspired by Dark, Netflix TV series.
About time travel. We cannot forget about Dead Space, that also were somewhere there because we have also the protagonists and other maybe similar things.
Yeah, when we think about movies, it will be, of course, 12 Monkeys, like the convict being sent in time, maybe we ring a bell. But also Dark Souls series. We also love to, push our game into a little bit more challenging direction. Yeah. In Cronos, you play as a traveler, and the travelers, because there's more of them, are being sent to the ruins of human civilization to search for the time rifts and jump back in time to extract people who didn't survive the apocalypse.
Travelers are the only ones that can survive the environment in our future setting, in our game. The only ones that can travel to the past and keep up or survive encounters with monsters.
This is not a typical soldier, this is like a diver in time. So that's why we came up with this design that would...
Cronos. The New Dawn is an upcoming third-person survival horror game developed and published by Bloober Team, slated for release in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows PC. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the game marks a bold new direction for the studio, blending their signature psychological storytelling with more action-driven, systems-heavy gameplay. Set in an alternate history dystopia shaped by a mysterious event known only as the Change, the game transports players to a haunting vision of 1980s-era post-apocalyptic Poland, where shattered brutalist architecture collides with eerie silence, mutated horrors, and retro-futuristic tech that barely keeps humanity afloat. Players step into the role of the Traveler, a silent but deeply customizable agent of the Collective, a secretive organization working to reverse the effects of humanity's downfall by manipulating temporal anomalies. Armed with the Harvester, a biomechanical device capable of extracting essences, fragments of consciousness or memory, from the dead, the Traveler must dive into unstable time rifts scattered across the ravaged present and relive critical events from the past to locate and retrieve these essences. Each rift serves as a self-contained narrative microcosm, blending surreal memories, puzzles, and survival scenarios. As players reconstruct broken moments in time, they'll uncover the personal stories of the deceased, revealing the complex moral landscape that preceded the change. These memories often present moral choices, some with unexpected consequences in both timelines. Players must decide whether to preserve or reshape the past, influencing the outcome of humanity's potential rebirth. Cronos. The New Dawn adopts a strategic, weighty combat system influenced by titles like Dead Space, The Evil Within, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. Emphasis is placed on precision and dismemberment. Each mutated enemy, known as an orphan, has unique biological vulnerabilities that can be exploited using various tools. Weapon upgrades are scarce and tied to salvageable tech fragments, requiring exploration and risk-reward decisions. Players must also manage limited resources such as gas mask filters, battery charges, and stimulant injections, adding a layer of survival tension in both present-day traversal and past memory reconstructions. Enemy encounters are rare but brutally intense, with orphans displaying adaptive behavior, stalking players in dim corridors or reacting violently to noise and light. Bloober Team emphasizes a hybrid horror tone, part creature horror, part existential dread, with escalating psychological effects as the Traveler spends more time within corrupted memories, resulting in hallucinations, temporal distortions, and even false flashbacks that can mislead players or create new dangers. Though shifting to more action-oriented gameplay, the game retains Bloober Team's narrative DNA. Themes of identity, agency, and collective memory permeate every layer of the experience. The Harvester doesn't just capture essences, It replays, fragments, and sometimes alters them, blurring the line between what truly happened and what the traveler believes occurred. This leads to multiple branching paths and endings, depending on how the past is preserved or corrupted. The collective, while a guiding force, may not be entirely benevolent. Players can choose to dig deeper into the organization's motives, revealing disturbing truths about what the essences are really for, and whether saving humanity might come at the cost of individual autonomy. The overworld, the ruined cities, ghost towns, and underground bunkers of post-change Poland, is semi-open and interconnected through central nodes, allowing for non-linear exploration. Each area contains pocket anomalies where reality has broken down, allowing for optional rift missions, side characters, and hidden lore entries in the form of old photographs, audio logs, and handwritten letters. Environmental puzzles, such as repairing time-scarred machinery or decoding rift signatures, serve as light Metroidvania elements. As players gather more essences and upgrades, they unlock access to deeper levels of time distortion, returning to earlier zones to uncover new paths and secrets that were once unreachable. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!